Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Justin here to give an update on what's going on with some anime news and some upcoming reviews and, a whole bunch of other things. So, first, I just kind of want to start with some anime-related news, and that's, of course, the sequel to the live-action Rurouni Kenshin movie split into two, which is based on the Kyoto arc. And I did a review of the first movie after I saw it in theaters last year, and I'll admit that I was pretty hard on the movie when maybe I shouldn't have been to a certain degree. If you really paid attention to my reviews, you knew that a major percentage of my frustrations with the first movie is how they use Sano and Yahiko, and another percentage will be more trivial to most people, and that is not using Heart of the Sword. To me, not using that song was like the live-action Initial D movie not using Eurobeat as soundtrack, which is what happened in the live-action Initial D movie. But despite Kenshin being the main character, I will honestly admit on my list of favorite characters from the series, Kenshin is really not high up on that list, while Yahiko and Sano are in my top 5, and I really was frustrated that they weren't really fully utilized. And I still feel personally that the first movie doesn't live up to its full potential, and not in just in those aspects, but in some others. But I will once again admit in that review I was really negative. And people were reacting to my opinion to the point that I felt like I was putting on the level of Dragon Ball Evolution, which was not my intention. But I did feel because of the frustrations I expressed, I will admit that once again, I was negative about the movie when I shouldn't have been. I do think the movie was excellently casted, and each selected actor and actress really brought out the qualities of their characters with how the movie was done. I thought the action complemented the original manga very well in its own way, and doesn't get over the top or too gimmicky. I felt the psychology of the fights as portrayed in the manga can be more hopefully explored in these upcoming sequel movies. As for the next two movies, my biggest concerns and expectations is Hiko Seijiro, my favorite character. I have no issue with Fujiwara Tatsuya playing Shishio. I think he's perfect for the role. Shishio is actually my second favorite character, and I look forward to how they do him. And I think Fujiwara Tatsuya is an excellent person. And I think Issei Yusuke is a very good selection for Aoshi. I really liked how he did Kashan, and I really liked how he portrayed Rikishi in the live-action Ashita no Joe movie. As for Hiko, my personal pick for him would have to be Odagiri Joe from, what was it? He was in Kamen Rider Kuga, and he was also Bijomaru in Azumi. And I think he'd be perfect for that role. I mean, if they fuck up Hiko Seijiro, the whole movie's fucked up for me. That's just me, but... to some people who just care about the brand name, that's just trivial. And also, in other good news, the live-action Gatchaman movie is finally coming out in the next few weeks, and I do intend to see it. And I really like the actress they portrayed for one of the characters. I think her name is Ayame. I forgot her last name, but she's now in many commercials, and she's really, I won't say she's hot, but she's really pretty. And I've only seen the dubs of Gatchaman, like G-Force and Battle of the Planets, but I have no familiarity with the original material in Japanese, but I'll get around to renting the DVDs when I have the time. Most of my free time in anime viewing these days are in the movie theater as opposed to TV, the internet, or DVDs, because whatever free time I have these days, I prefer spending it outside. And from what I've seen of the trailers and the posters, the designs of the costumes look pretty cool, and I look forward to seeing it. And after I see the movie, I'll be sure to review it outside the theater in front of a poster or something. Also, a new Hajime no Ippo anime has been announced, and I hope they go all the way with it. The original manga has, at this point, over 1,000 chapters to use, and the material will get better and better. But one of my top favorite fights from the manga will finally be adapted, Ippo vs. Sawamura, and I look forward to seeing it. The manga is really exciting right now, and I feel it's now the beginning of maybe the final act. Without giving away too much, but Ippo and Itagaki are now progressing to that next necessary step in their careers, which indicates we could be seeing an ending, at some point in the next few years or so. And the final chapter of the Initial D manga has just come out, but Initial D is one of those things I personally prefer an anime form. If you're familiar with my reviews of the previous installments, I have always praised the music of Initial D, and it's one of the biggest reasons why I got into the series. And Initial D, I just really need the music with it. Plus, the final anime of Initial D, Final Stage, will be out next year, and I have watched Fifth Stage in case you wanted to know, and I will review it in the next coming days, probably sometime after my review of the Gatchaman movie. And also the upcoming Sailor Moon anime, hopefully we'll hear more details soon. But other than that, I still don't really watch much anime except when I'm in the movie theater, and that's not really too often. The last anime I watched in the movie theater was the third Berserk movie, and I do want to watch the new Miyazaki movie, but I just can't fit into my personal schedule right now. But guess I'll wait. I have not watched the new Ghost in the Shell movie. I think the Code Geass movie is coming out soon, but I haven't seen many posters of it. Maybe my current area doesn't have the posters, or maybe they won't play in the theaters I live in. Hopefully they do. I live in a pretty good area where they have two good theaters, so hopefully they'll play it. And of course, I'll watch it after I see it in the theaters. And yeah, that's it. And hopefully I'll find some time to watch some anime in the next few weeks, which is probably not too much, but that's just the best I can tell you right now. Okay, catch you around.